more money. We'll just applaud you. And dude, the guy, okay, so you have to admit that the guy was an asshole. He got endorsed by a football team. He got endorsed by a gaming studio. He got endorsed by so many fucking things, right?
Yeah. He's just also like what an idiot. And also
I'm never. Wait, you decide, okay? Because this is gonna make 2 more games.
I can play 2 more. Yeah.
Okay, good,
like
good.
maybe 6 o'clock.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's just an idiot. Like,
Oh, Cappy, I need to go here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, wait, sorry. I need to request that to you.
Nice. The Jack Sparrow quest, right?
Yeah, I haven't done a lot of them.
Nice. So yeah, so wait, Dr. Speck, I'm not saying we should forgive what he did. I'm not saying that, but you cannot tell me that you're surprised that he's an asshole because we've been telling him be an asshole, we'll forgive you.
Yeah, see,
it would be one thing. You were talking about 70 Soul before, right? 70 Soul is super sweet.
Yeah,
to me,
I think one thing I think about, right, is people can appear however they want to. But I'm not saying she isn't sweet. I just don't know her, obviously.
Nice. I agree.
People who say that people are really sweet and really cool, like Tim the Tatman, I think he's really cool, but I don't know him. Like, he
from what I've seen, from what I've seen, I kind of like the guy. To me, he looks like
your thingy is so cute.
What?
Your glider's so cute.
I didn't see my glider. I didn't pay attention. I was paying attention to you.
Okay, I'll land with you. Oh my god, that was so. I was looking at your shoe and I was like, that is the cutest glider.
I didn't see it. I didn't pay attention.
You're walking down the stairs.
Oh, for real? Oh, you never saw that one? This one was with the Ageless Champion. It's really popular.
That was so cute.
For real?
Nice. I was like distracted. Like, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Tina Tatman seemed like a legit good dad.
Yeah, exactly. But like again, I think people just need to stop being surprised when these big content creators are assholes because they play a character most of the time. Not everyone. But some people play a character, and it's hard to uphold that character when that's not naturally who you are. You
Absolutely.
know? But yeah, I hope he's nice.
I think Tint is nice, but look, take a person like one of the best examples I can give you for that is Pokimane. Pokimane, she was always seemed so sweet, right? And then the whole thing about the cookies came out, and she got seen as a You didn't see that?
No.
She was basically saying like, oh, my cookies are expensive, and she's like, hey, if you can afford my cookies, if you're broke, just tell me, it's okay. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. Dude, her cookie were $28 for like 700 grams.
What?
I'm Cappy, I swear to God. And then people were telling her it's expensive. And not only that, there's 2 guys for that. They were saying like, oh, if you can afford it, just tell me that you're brokey, I don't mind. And then, you know what came out? If you look at the ingredient list, they were copying another one.
No.
Swear to God. But there's so Pokimane with that, she was being an asshole. But one of the person I liked the least is Logan Paul. Logan Paul, we forgive him so many things, and he keeps on doing. But then you cannot be mad at him for doing bad things because every time he does bad thing, which he done multiple times, and every time you guys are forgiving him, like, oh, I wonder why he did that. Because you forgive him, asshole, dude.
Yeah.
You forgive him, and then you give him the world. This is where I was going.
I completely agree.
This is where I was going with Dr. Disrespect. You forgive him the world. So in 2017, right? He as a joke, he went into the guy's bathroom, right? He was taking pictures. As a joke. We forgave him that.
Yeah.
When it's completely behavior that you can't. But then you gotta have a tough skin. You gotta have a tough skin if you want to be content creating. Just to mess with you. Did you fall also or no?
No.
I wanted to make you fall. No, I wanted to make you fall. That was the goal. But what is the content creator that you would see that has a fall from grace and would break your heart?
Tim the Tatman for sure. Like I said, I don't know him, but he just seems like.
But it's tough because people were mad at him because he wasn't loyal to Dr. Disrespect.
It's like, why would he when he's, a perp? Like at the end of the day, like.
Yeah. It sucks because no, people were saying, oh, he brought you up, oh, he made you famous, oh, he brought you a lot of people, and you don't respect him. But Tin was right, like, dude, I didn't know he was doing that. If I knew, I would have never asked for his help.
No, but I mean, he didn't. He stuck by one of his other friends, who is Nick Merckx, and that was because
Yeah, but
like
Nick Merckx, what he
thought that
did was very different.
Yeah, I agree. Like me personally, I don't think he was being like disrespectful. I think
He just said
leave kids out of things, but people
But
took it a certain way at the end
Nick
of the day.
Merckx, oh nice.
Show the chest.
We'll share it. We'll share the booty. See, Nick Merckx is different. He said the word tranny on stream, and they wanted to tell.
Wait, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he said. He got.
I did not know that.
People that wanted to cancel him, like, oh, it's an offensive term, but the thing is, he wasn't necessarily talking about transgender people.
Oh, I literally didn't know that. Who was he talking about then?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I just knew about him saying that because there was that protest outside of the school.
Okay.
And regardless of what the protests were about, whether it's for good or bad things, I think it was a protest for the LGBTQ community. But his whole thing was just like, whatever it is, politics-wise, leave it out of schools, which, you know, like...
It's normal.
Yeah, just leave it out of schools, but then he got hate for it. That's what I heard. I didn't know he said that word on stream. Okay,
yeah, but it's different. So my thing is, like, for example, if you say faggots, right? It's a horrible word. It's a horrible word, right? You shouldn't say that. But
yeah,
we know, I think everybody knows that it's an F slur. It's a slur for homosexual people. It's a slur.
Yeah,
it's not nice.
I don't personally like that. Yeah, I don't like.
But you see, with the word tranny, I don't know if everybody knows that it's a slur for transsexual people.
I know, but I think he's an idiot. At the end of the day, like I actually didn't think what he said about the kids was bad, but now I've heard that, I think to myself, bro, you're an idiot. Like at the end of the day, like don't say anything.
I don't know the context. I don't know the context. I don't know the context. But you're right. Okay. You're right. If you use that word, you should. When you use a word, right, which is, even if it's not a slur, because even if you didn't aim it at a certain group of people, it didn't mean it in a positive fashion. So if you're using a word that's usually described as a, like, for example, you say, oh, you talk to a friend, right, who's a bit overweight. He's a bit overweight. You call him a fat fuck. It's not meant to be an insult because it's not obese. It's not super fat. But you meant it in a way where that is whatchamacallit? It's a kink. Degrading. You know?
Yeah, degrade. Like, I think people just, at the end of the day, people don't mature. I think a lot of the time in life, people never ever mature. And they need to grow, like, people just need to grow the fuck up. Like, especially if you're calling someone a fat, but like I'm not this slimmest person. Like if my friend has said that to me, I don't, like, are they really my friend if they're calling me that? I don't know.
Well, it depends on the relationship you have with a friend.
Yeah.
If the person himself, I find that a lot. If the person that's your friend who is, like, for example, with me, I'll tease you a lot because I do see you as like a little brother, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sensitive either. So like,
but I know the only reason I tease you is because we're friends. But the only reason that I tease you is because I know that in the other shoes, if it was the other way, and I feel like if you were to tease me, you'd be down with it. You wouldn't mind. That's why I'm allowing myself to do so, because I'm like, if Cappy, she's a big girl. If she wants to defend herself, if she's not comfortable, she'll do it.
It's all about content. It's all about. I completely agree with that. Like, sometimes you have a friendship where you can do that. You know, I completely agree with that.
But for example, if you were to tell me, hey, it doesn't make me comfortable when you do that, I would stop right away.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
Jack Sparrow, I love that you came here for a mission, but you don't do the mission. Oh well. What's that you got there? Continue. A jar of dirt. I've been looking for that. Hand it over, please. You're not that last. Thank you. Now what? Now what? Now what? Sorry, I shrink. I don't see what he says. Now bugger off. Oh, what a fucking dick. For example, the thing with but it's so nice to talk about this because, for example, right, and that's actually a sad thing. But I do sadly believe if it was more about gender than person. But we're talking about the personality and things like that, right? But the thing is, if you see Jack Sparrow, if you see Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, it's the same thing. It's a dream, no thought knots. Not what I can do for you. Shocking how often others are surprised when I tell the truth.
Wait, so sorry, on that, what's your stance on that?
Wait. I do it quite a lot, actually. Sorry, after dishonest, and the dishonest men, you can always trust to be dishonest. See, this is something you would say in the movie, right? Honestly. Okay. Last one is just the Black Pearl.